Welcome to JJ Game Review.
Quality gaming for life
and beyond. I'm Jazz.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Jamin. And listen here, we are so excited to bring to you another review of Pokemon Heart Gold. Now, our whole goal for our station is for you to get quality information about the games that your kids play. And because we're new to the gaming thing, like really new, and we have a professor here in gaming, Mr. Jazz, okay, he's going to show us how this thing works. Right, Jazz?
And we're going to learn the game. We're going to review the games, looking at different aspects of different games. We're going to look at the ratings, the violence level. We're going to also look at the fun level in the games from the kids' perspective.
Don't forget the adventure level.
The adventure, the skill required in the games, and some of the other things we're going to look at. Is there an educational aspect to it? What can we learn for life? How can we apply some of the stuff in the games to life? Is there anything in it?
Okay, so let's get going. Excuse me, sorry. I was just reading this book here. So you actually need to know how to read to do this type of game thing, because this is man talking here.
And you got to do some speed reading here.
Yeah,
how do you
keep up? This world is widely inhabited by creations known to Pokemon.
As Pokemon. I think it's about.
Okay, so what's the whole objective of this thing now? Talk to us.
The whole objective is to catch different Pokemon and become the champion. But you can do other stuff too.
To
catch them. How you catch them?
You throw. I'll show. You'll eventually get there. Wow.
Okay. Well, that was.
Okay, so who's that blue guy?
A Meryl.
Oh, the good guy. I guess so. What is that asterisk? That what's it called? Exclamation mark means.
Doing something.
Okay, so where are you going now?
To Professor Elm's lab.
Okay, so this is the lab. So you walked out of this house and into another house into the lab. Professor Elm. Hi, JJ. I've been waiting. Do you know anything about it?
Okay.
So
what do you do now?
You choose the Pokemon. You choose Chikorita.
So you have to create a Pokemon first?
You have to choose one.
Choose one. So they give you the three options.
So what's the difference?
They're different types. This one is water type, this one is fire type, and this one is grass type.
Okay, so what is the difference?
Different types do different things.
Okay, so let's see what water Pokemon do.
It's like a crocodile.
Okay, because it lives in the water.
Yeah, this one's like a plant dragon thing.
Okay, it's got the leaf on its head.
And that's like a mouse kind of.
Cyndaquil?
He looks like a penguin.
A penguin?
Yeah.
That's not a penguin.
No, it looks like a
penguin to me, actually.
And so after we choose, we have to give it a nickname?
You don't have to.
Okay. Totodile is the
Totodile.
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 Okay.
Totodile.
What do you want to nickname him?
We're going to nickname him Diley.
Diley?
Diley. Here you go, Diley.
Diley, okay.
Okay. Is Diley the nickname you want? Yes.
Since he's a Totodile.
Totodile. That's easy to remember.
So when we first get him, he walks around with us?
Yeah. Whatever.
Gee. You gotta read the thing, the instructions. That going 2 seconds a minute. What kind of task? I see.
But I ain't seen no task. He going in and out of the house, or in and out of the house.
So when someone makes the kind of request, oh, that's right. I'm completely. Your Pokemon came back from the repair shop. They get broken egg.
Receive
the Pokegear. So did you read everything but when you first started? Or you just figured out what to do?
I played this before.
Okay. I mean, when you first played it.
I didn't really read it because it wasn't really that hard to understand.
Well, really? Yeah, I don't get this neighborhood yet. You keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Registered professional. He's giving you a number or something. I'll call you if anything. Okay, so he gives you a phone, like an assignment. The only thing I remember something about some kind of grove, cherry grove.
Cherry grass.
So why are you going through the grass instead of around?
I don't know. This is where you encounter your Pokemon.
What's that bird?
A Pidgey.
Pidgey?
So what you gotta do? So them two fight?
Use tackle.
So are they fighting?
Yeah.
How?
Oh.
They're sprites. They're like pixels on the screen. But they,
Okay.
the people who made Pokemon made it look real. I guess I can say.
These Pokemon when he go to the bushes.
Yeah. Stay on the road, boy. Stay on the road.
Okay, he's at the cherry.
Cherry grass.
And what is he supposed to do when he gets here?
Oh.
You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? Oh, that's okay. Everyone is a rookie trainer. And at some point, if you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay, then. Follow me. All right. So we get... He said, follow him. Why didn't you follow him? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You want to try to go as slow as possible. Yeah. And then,
Can you pause the game a minute for me? Okay, so you get tasks from what the guy name? The professor?
It's only for like the early part of the game. Like you don't really get any tasks later in the game besides just beating the gyms.
but he just gets you to get over here so you can be introduced to the guy who can train you. How to train? Is that what?
How does it happen? You say you don't get instructions later down, so
You just go,
just go ahead and beat the gyms and stuff.
beat the gyms.
that's the middle things. The thing will look like the Cobra,
Okay,
but it's a
that's
raccoon.
the Pokemon that you would encounter along the way.
No, the gyms are different, stronger trainers that you have to battle to get these badges that symbolize that you beat that tell you that you beat the trainer. And they have stronger. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Okay. So how do you win the game?
There's no real. Well, you don't really win. You could beat the game by just being the champion.
And how do you be the champion?
Get all 8 badges, defeat the lead 4, and battle the champion. Or Lance.
Okay. Alright. So I think I've seen enough to be able to rate this game. What do you say, Nicole? The first thing we rate on out of 10. Okay. Out of 10. The first thing is violence. 1 out of 10 being bad, 10 being
Violent.
very good. Violence being 1.
No.
No.
No. The other way around.
The other way around.
The other way around. But don't we want
1 being no 0 to 0 being no violence.
Mm-hmm.
10 being very violent.
It's not really violent.
Yeah, but after you add up those scores, it's the game that has the lowest score wins? Is that what you're saying? Crickets? Oh, okay. So let's say less violence, big scores. More violence, low scores.
Okay.
Okay? So,
What do you think?
So at the end, so you're saying that at the end of the day,
we got 10 points that we got 10 points that we score on, and the game that scores 100 up close to 100 is a game that is a very good game.
Okay, all right.
You understand? So in this case, with violence, I see no violence, even the way that they fight. So I give this a 10 for violence.
Okay.
Okay. What about you? Because all they do is
I wouldn't give it a 10 for violence because they are fighting. Even though you don't see a physical encounter, just the concept of the fighting says that there's violence. So I would, yeah.
That's
So
how,
I
that's
would
how
give
Nicole
it-
grades. What do you give it?
So I would give it an 8.
You give it a.
I'd give it an 8.
She give it an 8. What about you? What do you give it?
10.
10. No violence. Okay. So we got 10, 10, 10, 8.
So we're averaging a 9.
No, we got to do our calculations.
Okay.
Can you get somebody for us to do our calculations?
Oh, calculator over there.
No. We're gonna write it
Okay.
down. And what we'll do is we'll bring it up on the screen for our audience. The next category is,
Educational.
I think it's very educational. With all that reading going on, you better be. So that's more reading than some people do all year. So I give it a 10 for educational. I'm gonna give them a 10 for education.
They could get a 9 for education.
What about
from
you?
me.
Probably a 10.
10 from the Jazz.
You're very generous.
Of difficulty.
Skill.
Pokemon games are not hard. I'm just saying that right now.
Okay, so you give it a 10.
10.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Skill. When you talk about skill and
Well,
difficulty,
when
you wouldn't give it a 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
Is
said
it very
yes.
skillful? It requires a lot of skill.
If you understand the concept and how to play it, it's not.
He'll give it a 10.
Because you guys don't really understand the concept yet.
So okay.
Okay, so
So for me, when I understand the skill, right? When I'm looking at the skill that's required to play, it's low. You don't need a lot of skill. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
you don't need a lot of skill. But if you don't need a lot of skill, it's a high thing.
I would say, wouldn't you want to be developing your skill?
Again, where are you going to rate it for
All right.
skill?
For skill, if it's based on the difficulty and it's easy being on the 10 end,
Mm-hmm.
then I'd give it a 7.
Okay, well, give it a 7 for skill. Okay, our
and
next.
why I give it a 7 is because it's easy. It seems easy for him, but just understanding what you're supposed to be doing, and the fact that you have to read quickly in order to move, it still requires a significant level of skill to.
Okay, so the next level is adventure.
What did you give on
I gave it a 10.
10? Adventure.
Adventure.
Probably a 10 too.
Yep, I'll give it a 10. You're going to run through there. You have to learn this thing.
Adventure.
What would you give it for? Give it.
Mommy, remember we didn't even go to the second route.
Yeah, there's different levels. But just to know what you're going to do, you don't know what you're going to expect when every time he run in the bush, he something out there waiting for him.
Okay. So
But you're entitled to your own rating.
I know. I guess I would rate for adventure.
Uh-huh.
I'd rate it an 8. You guys gave it a 10?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Next one is graphics.
8.
8 on graphics.
It was
Jack?
made in like what, 2008, 2009? It
Okay.
was made for the DS.
I would jazz. I'll give it an 8 too.
Okay.
What do you give it?
It's really vibrant though.
You think it's vibrant?
Yeah.
This one, the graphics, it's simple, it's clear. You said this was done in when?
2008,
2008. I would give graphics, I'll go with you guys. No, I'll give graphics 7.
Yeah, you ain't generous at all. Okay,
No.
and the next one is,
Community interaction.
what did it remain? Can you play this with 2 people?
No.
No, it's a one-man game.
One man game 5. Yeah, because if you can't play with people, it's automatic.
You can battle people. You used to be able to battle people when the Nintendo connection thing was still up.
No longer.
It's been down since
So-
like what 20. I don't know.
So
For a
so,
while. So
community
5.
community 5 for you and 5 for you. I say 2. Because who are you playing with?
Okay.
You're playing by yourself.
All right.
They should actually get 1, but hey.
Entertaining and fun.
I would say 9. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's not that. It's not that fun. By that fun, I mean there's like certain quality of life features that like more like modern Pokemon games have that this one doesn't.
Okay.
That
What you gave it?
9.
I'm going to give it a 7.
For entertainment.
And what is
Or,
that?
fun?
Fun, yeah.
To me, it seems. I think it. I would give it a 9 on fun.
You give it a 9 on fun? Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 on fun. It seems like a
First
fun.
time she's generous.
Yeah, it seems like I enjoyed watching the thing, although I had to speed read and try to figure out what was going on. It was
Okay.
understandable. How easy is it to figure out what's going on?
10.
5 for me. I'm still lost in some places.
Josh, you say 10 because
Yeah.
you know what
You know what you're
figured it
doing.
out. But for me, you said 5, huh?
Yeah.
I give it a 5 too. I ain't know. I think
I somewhat grasp the concept, but I would need to play this about 4 or 5 more times to really grasp. So I give it a 5.
for me, I think I'd have to go through it again. I'd have to also slow it down, figure out how to adjust the speed. The next thing is cost.
Free. So
It's free, so it gets a 10.
Cost.
Once it's free.
Usually it's like 200. Like there are some games that are more than $500 for some reason. You can get it on Amazon for like $500 online.
This game or just other games?
Like the actual cartridge with the game in it is like so much money for some reason, but you could just get it free.
Is it? Do you think it's because
It's old.
of its age?
It's old.
It's antique.
Antique kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
But
why
it's
they.
free.
And
Okay.
then popularity. Last one. Popularity.
It's said by many people to be the best, so I would say the best Pokemon game. So I would say 10. It's not that good for me, but I guess other people say it's really good.
I know the name Pokemon, so because I know the name, I never play it. So I would give it a 10 because I've heard about it a lot.
Are we rating Pokemon
Popularity.
or this particular
No, popularity.
popularity?
Pokemon.
Yeah. I would give it a 9 for
Okay, so
popularity.
calculate what my scores were, calculate what Jazz scores were, and then we'll calculate what your scores is, and we'll put it on the screen. We look for the average number out of that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And that would give an average of what our score would be here at J&J for the game. I think, like I said, we've learned a lot about Pokemon over the last couple of years, and our impression on it has changed simply because of what Jazz has taught us from the game, and a lot of things you didn't think about. You know, you just look at the characters and say, "Ooh." All right. So show us a little something else as we get our calculations together. I like the music. What's that?
That's the sound that makes when you get something.
Okay. You're running pretty fast now.
Yeah, because I got the running shoes.
Oh, good running.
Yeah, the guy gave him running shoes. I paid attention to that.
Oh, yeah, the running shoes. Yeah, because that's gonna say he's moving pretty fast.
You know what else I did? Okay, I'm supposed to be adding up it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Gotta bring this video to a close. Pretty long, you know.
All
This is
right.
like a berry tree.
What you eating from? Just this stuff.
Oh.
Change it obtains. But I ain't see you move.
I'm talking to you.
Uh-oh. Big fight. Get him. Throw him low. Come on, delete. Yeah. Who went?
You ran.
You run? Did he run? Get up. Here we go again.
Is Peachy the only person?
Who wins this now? You ran again?
Yeah.
What's up with you?
I don't know why them so annoying. Is Peachy the only?
He's all over the place.
I don't know.
Go get him.
I'll just fight.
Yeah, let's fight it out. Get it. Whoop. We even, right?
Yep.
Some serious fighting going on there.
Water gun. Hoggers.
Okay, so we got some scoring. We got an average score of
84.
84.
Like these colors.
Okay, so this game ranks pretty high in our book. Hey, I want to thank you for joining us with this review of Pokemon
Heart gold.
Heart Gold. Again, I'm Jermaine.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Jazz.
Don't forget to subscribe and
Like
like
and comment.
and comment on the video. We do comment. We do respond to every single comment. Until next time, goodbye.